Oh, did you need something?
Yes? Can I help you?
Hello. Greetings, stranger. The name's Hjoromir, and I'm at your service. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Perhaps you need your boots shined, or your tunic washed, or need a letter delivered.
Enough. Besides, you still haven't paid for the last one.
I'll find some coin for you, I always do.
But I am desperate.
Until then,
It's mostly because people only offer a few septims for my services. Oh, I get it. You mean my desperation is why they offer me so little. Wow, you're really wise, stranger. Can I be your apprentice? I'll cook and clean, and craft potions to heal your wounds. Really? I'll do everything you ask. Just say the word.
I'll have some meat.
Certainly.
If you're asking if I specialize in something, I'd say I do just about everything. For instance, I used to help Sven chop lumber. That is, until the day he almost lost his hand at the sawmill. Wasn't my fault, he ran into me. But he hasn't asked for my help since. Same with Delphine. She says I broke too many dishes. I broke maybe 3, at the most. Ha! That woman seems sweet on the outside, but beware. She has a real mean streak, too. Girder, though she'll vouch for me. And the blacksmith fellow. I forget his name. He taught me how to strip leather down. I'm guessing he would have hired me as his apprentice, but I think he knew I was destined for more.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression.
I know what you're getting at. I hear the whispers. But the only pattern I see is one of versatility. I mean, I'm no fool. Yes, I can be clumsy, and Mara knows I'm not the best cook. But that's only because I'm not really concentrating what I'm doing. And why should I? It's not as if the lumber chopping and dishwashing is a mentally exhausting skill. I figure I can do that stuff while I fill my head with greater pursuits.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it.
You need to be more cognizant of the times, traveler, and the place. Skyrim cares not for knowledge. What good is becoming a scholar? Only a handful of people will understand the things you say, and they'll still disagree on the meaning. In Skyrim, people only understand one thing: the cry of battle, blood and steel, and songs to immortalize the heroes and the dead. That's what will get you the adulation of your peers, not reading some dusty old book. Ha! You sound like my father. Where were you 18 years ago on the 14th of Frostfall? I'll tell you what I told him. I don't plan to go out into the wilderness unprepared. I've been in countless fights already. In fact, I'm fighting right now, even as we speak. I'm of age, and a man grown. I can grow whiskers on my cheeks just like any old Nord. People treat me differently because of my station, but they still respect me as a man, which is more than I could say for my father. The last time I saw the old toad, all he did was bark orders and gripe. He complained my pheasant roast was overcooked. He nearly slapped me when I poured his beer and left a less than frothy head. And then he berated me the entire time I cleared his table.
The age of aggression is just about done.
Yeah, but at least when he's eating, he keeps his mouth shut. The worst part is afterward, when he starts spouting racist nonsense. Elves poisoning our food, elves stealing our children, And don't tell him there's a difference between the elven races, let alone Altmer and Thalmor. They're all Thalmor maggots to him. Listening to the old man makes me ashamed to call myself a Nord.
And we fight all our lives. When Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
My mother is a kind woman. She always compliments me on my meals and tells me how proud she is to have me for a son. That's its own dilemma. When even I can tell my potage has no flavor, it's tough to appreciate the kindness of her words. While lies of deceit are born as spiders and die as flies, white lies can wilt like a rose and leave nothing but thorns. Just one, a sister, a real snobby bitch and obsessed with gold. Saving it, to be precise, which would be fine if she had a sense of humor about it. Whenever we went to the market in Whiterun, she'd always harass the vendors until they gave her a discount, just to make her leave. Poor Carlotta. Here she was, trying everything in her power to feed her children, and my sister shakes her down for every last septum. When we left, I told my sister, if there was one thing she didn't need any amulet or potion for, it was to become a master of cheap craft. That pretty much severed whatever relationship we had. My sister holds a grudge as tight as she holds her coin purse. And I've had enough of talking about them, as it were. At least to anyone who isn't a patron. Goodbye.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. All right then.
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Dorothy dear, I've been growing some really lovely vegetables. Maybe tomorrow you could help me plant a new patch? What do you say?
Well, see, the thing is...
Dorothy, listen to me. Your father and your friend may treat you like a boy, but you're not. Do you understand?
What happened?
Be a girl. For me.
I'm sorry, Mother, I can't help it. All that stuff you like to do, it's It's just so boring.
Fine. You play in the mud,
did you need
or play
something?
with your father's forge, or get into sword fights with your little friend. But this is not over.
Nope. Sorry.
What happened?
Hoppus isn't too friendly with strangers. But you seem alright.
You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Make sure you have the right raw materials.
Make some armor. Got it. Just need to, yeah. What do you mean by raw materials?
Start by tanning some leather on the rack. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing.
Oh, right. I knew that.
Yes.
Here for work? Honest gold for honest work. I've got enough to worry about, taking care of my family. I don't concern myself with such matters. I...
Need something? I don't owe you money, do I? You got any ale or mead?
When you get a spare moment, I could use some water.
Don't you sweet talk me, Alva. Not after last night. I'll bring you water when I'm done with my other chores.
Woman, you'll be the death of me yet.
Oh,
Fine,
happened?
take your time. I'll just die of thirst in the heat of this forge.
Can I make something now, Papa?
Not just yet. I need to keep forging, and you need to keep watching.
Yes, sir.
I wanted you to have this. A token of my affection. Don't mean we're engaged or nothing.
Care to have a drink with me, sweet Sigrid?
Drunk again, Angry? Don't let Alvar hear
I
you
helped my
talking
mother
to me
Arv
that way.
with the hunt.
He'll stick your head in
Brother
his forge.
Umar was a strong warrior.
So that's
I look
no,
forward
I take it.
one day.
Ain't every day we get visitors from Riverwood.
So does your pitch, boy. Didn't I tell you last time to be more specific? If you want someone's business, point out the stain on their chest plate or the blood on their boots.
But you don't have any stains on your chest plate.
Go tend to the chickens, boy.
Good morning, wife.
Did you really see a dragon? Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Of course, I'm not justifying. You must have been out when I woke up. Well, I'd better get to work. I'll have to fix another saw blade for Gerda's mill.
Take care, husband.
What a waste.
Yes? Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village. He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. All right, then.
Do something.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Oh, what happened?
Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Watch what you're doing.
Such a shame.
Riverwood's agreeable enough. He's a bard, so he says. Thinks his ballads and sonnet. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I don't need your jokes right now, but maybe you have a point. Maybe Camilla needs some help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter.
Anything you need?
I've been growing some really lovely vegetables. Maybe tomorrow you could help me plant a new patch? What do you say?
Well, you see...
Sure, Crown. There are things ladies like us are supposed to do. We've talked about this.
Just stop trying to change me, Mother. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm almost a woman. I can't be who I want to be.
Oh, Dorothy. You're breaking your mother's heart, you know that?
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him. What is this? The elf playing a treachery? Shocking. As if I would write this dribble. How about we play a bit of a turnabout with Faendal? Here, I had to use simple words, but this letter should convince Camilla it's from him. All right, then.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you. What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Faendal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Faendal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. Until next time.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. Oh. What a waste.
Yeah? You in need of a companion, friend? Well, then you're in luck. I reckon I've killed more men than there are minutes in a day.
Let me guess. You'll get to it later.
Lot few, huh?
I don't suppose
At this rate, I guess I better change it to seconds then.
I should have.
But who's counting? I got my start as a pit dog in the Imperial City Arena. Worked my way up to Gladiator before I got bored and quit. They say the best techniques are left by the survivors. With me gone, I guess everyone will have something to offer. Hey now, no need for that. I have my reasons, and they're as good as a bowl of Horker stew. Well, friend, it all comes down to who your opponent is. I'm square with killing men, but with a grand champion, ain't no more men to fight. So, they bring in beasts, minotaurs and things. I don't like it one bit. If a man chooses to enter the arena, it's what you call his prerogative. A beast ain't got no say in the matter. I kill horkers for food and bears for hides. I don't kill no animal for sport. Why not? You need to get up more, friend. The arena is the most celebrated spectacle in all of Tamriel. To fight and die in the arena is a great honor. To fight and live, well, do that and you carve your name amongst the gods. You're mistaken. It couldn't have been higher. The people were hungry, not for blood, but for entertainment. The arena, friend, was a welcome diversion from the throes of war, because there's no death in the arena. Not to them. If you're a spectator, ain't nothing that happens in that pit real. It's all a game. The words won't do it justice. Not mine, anyway. But you can imagine, can't you? That moment when you stand behind the gate in a cold sweat. The air's so thick you can taste the blood. And the crowd is buzzing. The flies are buzzing. Then they wheel up the iron. You hear this roar, so loud it rumbles in your chest. You don't know who they cheer for, what they cheer for. Victory, glory, or death. But that's the beauty of the arena, ain't it? Nothing's ever written, nothing's ever known. The Grand Champion can win 100 matches and name a skeever as his next opponent, and the audience will still hold their breath. Unlike the stories, it's always a surprise when the hero wins, 'cause in the arena, the hero's allowed to fail. You ought to travel to Cyrodiil sometime, friend, and test your valor. Let's go.